Blood, this weather is mad. You know when the rain is extremely heavy, blood. Like literally, fam, I can't even fucking open up that window properly. Because there's just too much water, too much rain coming in. Anyway, people out here that think they're rascal like depressed, you're not fucking depressed. You got a roof over your blood clot head. You got food in the fridge. You get me? You got clothes on your back. You have a job. You ain't got no excuse, no reason to be depressed. Nah, seriously though, this is that type of weather where like you think the roof would come off the fucking house, or you're gonna at least see trees getting uprooted and that. But yeah, people out here, they live normal lives and that, and they feel like they're depressed. But you're not depressed. You know what depression is? Depression is, I know a man soon, he's gonna get his leg amputated. Just take 5 seconds to actually really understand the situation that a next man's in. You know, like imagine, put yourself in that position. Imagine how you would feel if the hospital say to you, listen, your leg is causing you so much problems and that for whatever reason, they're gonna have to cut your leg off, blood. Imagine how much your life will change. The things that we take for granted, being able to go out and exercise, go to the shop, even run up and down the stairs, that's all gonna stop, blood. That's what I'm saying. When I make them videos talking about appreciate what you have, I'm saying like, blood, if running is your thing, or swimming is your thing, or going to the gym is your thing, if you start feeling lazy, you want to take long breaks, 2 weeks off and that because you can't be able to go, there's nothing wrong with you, you're not sick, blood. You need to go, blood, because there's people out here who cannot go, they cannot do the things that you can do because of some illness. They got their leg cut off, they got MS. Too much people out here complain like depressed. And do you know where depression comes from? Depression comes from a place of lack. A lot of the reason why a lot of men say that they're depressed, you know why? Because they're lonely. They can't attract a mate. Quote unquote, no woman wants them. All I'm seeing is flashes. I don't know if you lot can see that on the screen. I'm just seeing flashes. This is some mad weather. But yeah, there's man out here. They moan about, oh, they can't attract a girl and that, and so they're depressed. Blood. That's not a reason to be depressed. There's a lot more going on in the world. Fucking people having to flee their country. Ukraine come over here because man want to come over and invade their land. For what? Just because a country don't want to be a part of their political regime or whatever. Imagine, yeah? So, you might be in London, wherever in the country and that. Imagine having to leave your country, you know. Most men don't even want to leave their town. Most men wouldn't even want to move to Northampton. I'm saying stay down there, unless you're planning on buying properties up here, because London house prices are too much. Most people wouldn't want to leave their town, let alone have to go to a... Imagine people then want to come over here and, you get me, take over our land. Imagine having to go to France, blood. Imagine having to go to a different country where they don't even use the same currency as you. The energy that people is on is different. That's long. But you're not depressed, blood. Man wanna moan about, oh, I can't get no girl, so I'm depressed. Or a man's claiming that he's depressed and he don't know why he's depressed. I'm telling you, the reason why I know why a man thinks he's depressed, because he ain't got no fucking girl. Ask yourself this question. These men that complain about depression and that, and loneliness, do you think they'll be claiming that they're depressed and life is shit and all this business, all this nonsense and that, if they have 5 of the baddest Instagram models beating down their door, applying pressure on them to give them top, blood? Bullshit, blood. See, this is the reason why certain men are lonely and women don't want them. Jesus, them flashes there. This is the reason why women are lonely, certain men are lonely and women don't want them. What woman in their right mind wants to be around a man that needs a woman? Because all that's going to happen is the woman's going to become your sole focus, blood. Men need to have lives outside of their women. Today is Sunday the 23rd of October. My girl's sister had a baby. So this is the weekend that, I mean, we ain't got nothing planned, but obviously I go to Edmonton every other weekend, and this is the weekend where I'm up here. So we didn't have nothing planned really, but we just, whatever, in it, just play it by ear. Certain man, so my girl, because her sister's recently had a baby, she's left, she's gone quay away. 4-hour drive to go and see the baby and that. She was telling me, come. Nah, fam. I got stuff to do, blood. I ain't got time to be doing a 4-hour journey there, 4-hour journey back, and hanging around for 6 hours or a day. I got stuff to do. Certain man, if their plans were interrupted and that, they'll say, well, boy, I ain't got nothing else to do. I'll come with you to go and see the baby. Nah, man, I'm a big Ras Clark man. I got properties to manage and that. I ain't got time to be doing no 4 or 5 mad hour journeys and that. Man, then that prioritize their girl and make their girl the number one priority and that. This is the reason why, I guarantee this is the reason why certain men have lost their girl in the first place. Because they ain't got a life outside of that. What do men do? When men are single, they want to hang around with their friends 24/7. As soon as they get a girl, a solid girl, like a certified girl, they kick all their friends to the curb. They start hanging around with their brethren and that. And then what happens? When they get broken up, when they get dumped, when they get cheated on by their gal, their brethren have to pick up the fucking pieces and that. Nah, fam, stop that. Certain girls do that as well. Certain girls, when they get a new man, they forget about their friends. They have amnesia. Who's Tanisha? And then when the guy cheats on them, dumps them, kicks them to the side of the road, then their brethren have to go and fucking pick up the pieces and that. Anyway, I'm about to sign out. Stop claiming you're depressed. There's people out here that have to sleep out on the streets. And you know my thoughts on that? Because obviously my thoughts is, well, you put yourself in the position, you made bad life decisions and that. But there are some people, some fucked up things happen to them and they have to sleep out on the streets. I'm talking about them. There's certain people, they don't have a roof over their head. It ain't their fault. I'm sure. Can you hear that thunder? Mad. I don't know what it's like in other parts of the country. I mean, maybe England, the weather is nuts and that. I'm going to ask someone, man, and see. But yeah, there's other people out here, they have to sleep on the street. Imagine having to sleep on the streets in this mad weather. Imagine. December's fast approaching, January, February, and that's when we start to get snow in this country. Imagine what it's going to be like having to sleep out on the streets, blood. And you claim you're depressed, but you got running water, you got food in the fridge, a roof over your head and that. You work a job. Fam, ain't nothing to be depressed about, blood. Stay wise, done now.